everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and happy Vlogmas Day 11. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season so far. Today I will be sharing with you my holiday makeup look for 2022. Basically a glowy winter makeup routine. Plus I'll be doing a Merit Beauty unboxing. They reached out to me to send me a couple products of theirs, which is so exciting. I've heard about this brand. They sell in Sephora as well, and I know people who love and rave about their products, and I've never tried them before. So I'm super excited that they've gifted me two of their products that I will be implementing into my routine and this makeup look. So I did just have a quick shower and washed my hair and then blow dried it straight. Usually this is the look I go for when I have a shower in the morning and then I have to run out the door. I need my hair to be dry, otherwise it'll freeze. So I always blow dry it straight like this. I use the smoothing cream by Marc Anthony right out of the shower when my hair is still wet, and I never like to brush my hair when it's wet. I always run my fingers through it to avoid damage to my hair, and then I blow dry it with my head like upside down using my fingers to detangle it. The smoothing cream really does help with this. Then once it's all dry, I use a brush and I brush through it with the blow dryer to straighten it basically. So I didn't use a straightener at all, and this is my hair. I usually add just a little bit of oil to the ends afterwards just to ensure that they don't look dry or anything. And this is like my go-to in the winter. Or I do no heat curls, but that's a totally different look. I went for sleek today. And now time for my makeup. I have a clean face. I cleansed in the shower. There's nothing on it yet except for Vaseline on my lips because I need Vaseline on my lips at all times. And this is the Merit box that was just delivered yesterday. I haven't opened it yet, so I figured I would do a little unboxing for you. So in case you haven't heard of Merit before, they are a clean, vegan, and cruelty-free brand. And in your first order, you actually receive your products in this cute little bag. It's called their signature bag. It's this beautiful mustard color and it's tied at the top. And then the products are inside. So they sent me their Great Skin Instant Glow Serum, and they also sent me their Shade Slick Tinted Lip Oil, and I got it in the shade Au Naturel. So the first thing I will do is apply the Instant Glow Serum. It's meant to be applied after a cleanser, so my skin is clean and ready for the product. Just a little bit about it. It has 2% niacinamide for brightening, 4 types of hyaluronic acid for deep hydration, which is a must in the wintertime, oh my goodness. Caffeine-rich cacao seed extract for plumping, Japanese gold thread root for soothing and antioxidant protection, and it's pH balanced for a healthy skin barrier. And like the name suggests, it's meant to provide an instant glow, and obviously because it's skincare, it over time will also do great things for your skin. So let's open it, and here it is right out of the box. The product does separate. You can see that difference in color, so you're meant to shake it first. So yes, it does say shake well and then massage 2 to 3 pumps onto skin before or after moisturizer in the morning or twice a day. So I'm gonna apply 2 pumps into my hand here. 1, 2. It is quite liquidy and a little bit slick. Oh, I forgot to put my hair up. I wanna do that. I'm gonna do that in a sec. It does feel very luxurious, very smooth, just a little bit like slick, a little bit oily, but honestly, probably great for dry skin in the winter. All right. I'm just gonna let it seep in a bit and tie my hair up. Ugh, the garbage truck is going by. It's gonna be so loud. So my skin already feels and looks super glowy and moisturized, and I ended up actually adding 1 more pump because it was 2 to 3, and I figured I just wanted a little extra moisturizing today. But I'm also going to apply some moisturizer as well as some eye cream since I jumped out of the shower. That's usually what I do anyways. Okay, so I just applied a little bit of the silicone-free priming moisturizer by Good Molecules. And now I'm gonna apply the Glossier Bubble Wrap Eye and Lip Plumping Cream. I think they discontinued this, which is kind of unfortunate. Oh, I shouldn't have put that much. Whoopsies. Because I actually really liked it. I think it did provide a good amount of smoothing under my eyes. I'm just putting some of the extra on my lips as well. And there we go. I am fully moisturized up and glowing as ever. I feel like I could just leave the house like this on a no makeup day and I would have the nicest glow. But I do want to see how a full face of makeup applies on top. I do generally wear more makeup around the holidays, especially going to events, Christmas parties, things like that. I do like a little bit of foundation and a really nice festive eye look, so I'm gonna be doing that today. I would also usually start with sunscreen, but I'm not planning to go out today, so I'm gonna skip that step because I just don't want to waste it. But usually such a good sunscreen for underneath makeup is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. It has SPF 40, and although you're probably thinking it's winter, why would you wear sunscreen? You can definitely still get a lot of sun exposure on your face in the winter. So instead I'm going to apply the Tarte Smoothing Primer and prime my skin a bit. I'm really just doing the T-zone area, a bit on my chin, and my nose as well. My pores should be just a bit minimized and lines kind of smoothed out. Let's apply some foundation. So I feel like a really great one for the winter is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. It's meant to be like a really natural kind of finish to the skin. I'm actually gonna mix in just a little bit of the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream as a little bit of a more like glowy touch. This is pretty glowy, I would say. Not like their glowy version by any means, a little bit more natural, but I figured the color together would also be good because this is a little bit darker. It's a little bit light, and so it'll give me a nice like glow and also just a touch of tan maybe, but not too much. Don't want to look orange. For the most natural finish, I use a beauty blender. So I'm just gonna put, let's see, kind of 2 pumps. It's kind of running out. Might have to get some more. And then only 1 pump of this because it is quite a darker shade. Really need a self-tan. I mean, I don't need to self-tan. I'd like to self-tan, but I haven't gotten around to it. I need more. I kind of just like mix it around on my face and then start bouncing it on the rest. It looks like it's applied on the Instant Glow Serum quite well. I don't see any like patchiness or like separation or anything, so that's a good sign. Usually if the product is super oily or is like not meant to go with makeup, it usually like separates, but I don't find that at all, which is great. Let's move on to concealer. I'll be using the Ultra Creamy Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. It is in the shade Light Sand. Oh, I did not mention the shades of the other products. The L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear shade was in Ivory, and the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Cream is in the color Light. This alone is still too dark for my skin, so I probably need to pick up the shade lighter. I feel like I said that in every video I use this product, but the product lasts a long time, so once I repurchase, I will get the correct shade, I promise. Oh, I forgot to prime my eyelids. So I'll be using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer on my eyelids. I don't know if they're just extra greasy or what it is, but everything separates on my eyelids all the time. It's funny because like around my eye on the sides and on the bottom, like is always dry, and then the tops, I mean, sometimes they're dry, but like my eyeshadow still creases. But this product does help a lot with that. I notice a difference for sure. Back to where we were at, concealing. All right, before I set the under eye, I'm gonna add some cream blush. I've had this Milk Makeup cream blush forever. It's just the Work Lip and Cheek cream blush. I'm gonna apply that to my cheeks like a freaking nutcracker doll. So festive. And I'm gonna use the side of my beauty blender to blend that in. And then a bit to my nose, as if I was on vacation. I got a little sunburn, oopsies, but fake sunburn. Of course, my under eye creases like crazy all the time. So dab that out. I'm gonna set it with the Fair Light shade of the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder with a beauty blender. Tap out a bit. And then I will dip the other side of the corner of my beauty blender and dab it underneath. To set the rest of my face, I'll use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder, as well as the Hourglass Ambient Light Powder. This is in the color Luminous Light. I have a little sample size, but I'm gonna use both because the Hourglass one really does an amazing job to like glow up the skin. This one will be good for just like keeping it all in place. Okay, so a light dusting of that. And then I use a smaller brush because it's a smaller pan and just put it everywhere. Okay, next up is bronzer. I'm gonna use the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. It's this like limited edition jumbo size. I've honestly had this for years. I think I got it in like 2017. Is that disgusting? I don't know, let me know in the comments. Should I throw this out? I don't want to, like I haven't even hit pan yet. You can still see the Hoola words. It's cause like on a regular basis, I don't actually wear makeup like around the house, even going out a lot of the times, like running errands, things like that. I'm not one of those people that like puts makeup on if they have to leave the house. I don't go through it fast enough. Anyways, so moving on, I'm gonna just top up my blush just a tiny bit because while you can see it, I just want a little bit of a rosier cheek look. In the winter, you know, you're outside, you're cold, you want a little bit more flush to you. I mean, you're already gonna get flush, but that's okay. A little extra wouldn't hurt. And this is the Arbonne blush, gifted to me by a friend. I don't know if they didn't like it or they didn't use it. I don't remember, but it is kind of nice. It adds like this just bit of shimmer, like this golden kind of shimmery hue. I just put too much on. And yeah, it is very pigmented, so try not to go too hard on there. Blend that bit out. But I like how it provides that extra glow. I feel like the Hourglass blushes that are in the palette that I actually put on my Christmas wish list, those look like probably like an upgrade to this, and I want them so bad. They're a little pricey though, so I really don't expect to receive it as a gift. That would be a wonderful gift, like a splurge-y gift. I'd be thankful either way. Last but not least, I'm gonna do highlight. Now, I've been going through this Becca Moonstone highlight for like ever, and I know that it's probably done for. I should probably throw this out, but I will use it till the last drop and glow myself up. Oh, my battery's dying. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I'm just in the middle of applying highlighter. I'm gonna do a little bit on the tip of my nose, which I realize I have not contoured yet, so that'll be next. Little on the brow bone, Cupid's bow as well. Cute. For a contour, I'm gonna use the KVD Beauty Shade and Light Contour Palette, and I'm gonna just apply it on the edges of my nose here. Nothing too crazy, just a little bit. And now I'm like super glowy, super flush, got a little tan to me. Now it's time for my eyelids. I realized I really wanted to use the Sultry palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, but this one was limited edition and it's no longer available. And I feel like if I used this, everyone would be sad, or like no one could actually like follow along or complete the look with me. I'm gonna use a mixture of the Norvina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, but I'm only gonna use the shades that come in the Soft Glam 2 palette, which is like the mini palette, which is like the perfect everyday palette if you're looking for one. I don't actually own it, but I own some of the shades, right? So I have Incense and Dreamer that's in the Norvina palette, and then I think it comes with Mulberry and Dusty Rose. I don't know what the base color is. Let me look it up. So it's the Tempura shade that is the base color, and then it also has the Sultry shade and the black shade as well. Oh, as well as Orange Soda. So a lot of great shades in that palette. Pretty much all you need for a simple neutral holiday look, or you know, everyday look throughout the year. So I'm gonna kind of work off those shades and see where I get. So I'm gonna start off with the Tempura shade, which is in the Soft Glam palette.
as a base, and I'm just gonna put it all over my lid. Now, I'm sure you could tell that my under eyes are like quite light. I still have that bake on. I still need to brush it off. I didn't like crazy bake, but it's still there. I usually leave it on until after my eyeshadow in case there's any fallout. I can just like brush it off with the powder. Next, I'm gonna use the Incense shade that's in the Norvina palette or the Soft Glam 2 palette. I realize I haven't talked about any of the brushes I used. Sorry. I'll be using a Real Techniques brush for the crease. I'm gonna use my mirror that's over here instead of my viewfinder, because otherwise my nose is just like in the camera. I mean, it kind of already is, but. So I think I want like a champagne-y kind of eyelid with a touch of gold. Ugh, there's no gold shade in the palette. I mean, there is one in the Norvina palette, but the shade is called Summer. I feel like I can't use a shade called Summer for a glowy winter makeup video. Okay, that is in my crease. I feel like, can we petition to bring the Sultry palette back? Because when I run out of some of these shades, I'm gonna be so sad. Like this Twig one is one of the only ones I've hit pan on. I don't think I've hit pan on any other shade. And I've had these palettes for quite a while. I'm gonna be so sad. Anyways, I digress. All right, next up, I'm gonna use the brush that comes in the palette. This one on the end is perfect for the shimmer shades. I love it. I'm gonna dip into Dreamer, tap off the excess, and then I'm gonna apply it on half of my lid, on the inner corner, and then towards the outer bit. And whilst strategizing my eye look, I realized I think I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm gonna use just one shade from the Sultry palette because I cannot help myself. I'm gonna dip into the Sultry palette, the color Steampunk. It's this gold one. It is less of a bright gold like the Soft Glam one in the color Bronze, which could be an alternative if you want, or if you have this palette, or any really like shimmery gold shade would work. This one's a little bit less bright, I feel like, which is what I don't want. And I'm just gonna apply it on more of the like outer side and into the middle. Honestly, that Dreamer shade on its own, gorgeous champagne shade with a touch of like pinkiness to it and gold, but I'm gonna like mix it together. So I did the gold on the outside. I'm gonna mix it in the middle here and then go back into Dreamer and put it in my inner corner. Just like reinforce that color in there. Pretty. One last little touch that I wanna make other than just a little bit more blending with the crease. I want to just add just a little bit of Twig. It's a cool tone kind of brown shade, the one that I hit pan on, and really you could use any of your like contour kind of colors if you want. And I'm just gonna darken up just the outer edge, just a touch, just for fun. And then I'll just blend in a little more of the Incense shade in my crease. Perfect champagne golden eye look, a little bit warm, perfect for the winter time. I'm going to just mirror the look on my lash line with a tiny little Morphe brush. What I mean by that is I'm going to just do the same as what was on the lid. So Incense on the outer lash line, and then put a little bit of Steampunk and Dreamer like mixed in on this bit. So just halfway with Incense. Actually, I think I'm just gonna do Dreamer, no Steampunk. Okay, with that, there's instant fallout. I got a little bit in my eye, so they're watering. I'm just gonna brush off the fallout from underneath my eyes, just any of that remaining bake. This is the look so far. Eyelids are done. I just need to curl my lashes and add mascara. I was contemplating eyeliner, but I'm gonna pass on it. I'm gonna apply the Rare Beauty mascara in the color Black. I really like this mascara actually. I wasn't sure about it at first, but it creates like really nice wistful lashes, so I approve. Mascara done. Now it's time for the lip product. So I'm gonna use the Merit product that was sent, the Shade Slick Tinted Lip Oil. This is the shade Au Naturel. It's like a really nice bottle. Both of the products are like super aesthetic looking and the packaging is really nice. I'm the kind of person who doesn't wear lipstick all the time. I am so much more of a tinted lip balm, tinted lip oil. I do like the Ultra Blotted Lip, lips kind of, but they are still like more lipsticky than something that's a little bit more moisturizing. And my lips are dry most of the time. I used a lip scrub earlier before filming the video, so the flakes are a little bit better, but still you can see that they're pretty dry. So generally I'm gonna use something like this over a lipstick any day. For a holiday party, I might slap on a red lip as long as I'm not eating a full meal, because otherwise the red lipstick is like all over my face by the end of the night. So I'm excited to give this a go. And I like the tint, and it feels super moisturizing, not sticky. You don't want your hair to be like blowing in your face and getting stuck to your lips or your scarf or your coat or anything, because you're all like bundled up in the winter, at least I am. And it's a super natural shade, and this one's perfect for my skin tone. So that is the makeup look. Let me take my hair out. Oh, I need setting spray. I also need earrings. I forgot earrings. I never forget earrings. Okay, let me go grab a pair of earrings and my setting spray that is still in the bathroom, and then I will show you the finished look. I ended up using the NYX Professional Makeup Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I hadn't ever used this one before. I usually chose their matte version, but I bought it when I ran out and I kind of like it. I like the fact that it does add a dewier finish, and I need my skin to look moisturized, even if it isn't for the winter time. So it's a perfect addition to the look. I also added these gold little bow earrings. I figured they'd match the sweater that I'm wearing that has bows up the sleeve. My best friend gave this to me as a gift. She actually owned it before, and every time I was in her room or in her closet and we were like picking an outfit for something, I'd always point out how cute this sweater is. So she ended up giving it to me, which was so sweet, and I love it. Perfect for Christmas. Makes me feel like I'm a present, like wrapped in a bow. But yeah, these gold bows go perfectly with the eye look and perfectly with the sweater. And this is the final makeup look. A gold champagne eye and a nice natural lip tint. Perfectly moisturized lips. They look much less dry now, thank God. I think the makeup looks really great on top of the Great Skin Instant Glow Serum from Merit. So I am very excited to start implementing both of the products into my routine. That is my holiday get ready with me. So if you did like this video, please don't forget to give it a like, comment down below what your favorite winter makeup product is, or skincare product, or both. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Bye.